For today's video, we'll speak about the Western Bulldogs versus Giants game that happened tonight. So the Dogs got up by about 39 points or something like that. Had a really good fourth quarter. And yeah, we'll just speak about the individual players. So at this point, we're not learning too much about these players, but I think there's a few topics worth discussing, especially the Josh Dunkley injury, which I'm sure we're all disappointed with. Well, mostly for Josh Dunkley, because you could see it in his face. He was pretty destroyed. So yeah, he's probably... I'll get into Dunkley soon, in the injury and what that means and what we do now. But we'll touch on the GWS players first. So Lockie Ash, I thought he was... We'll go over very quickly the Giants players. So Ash, I thought, was mostly stat padding today. Played okay, but not super damaging. So it was kind of hard to break the Dogs' defense. For the most part, the game was pretty hard to score, apart from the last quarter. So I don't think you don't bring him in if you don't have him, and if you have him, great. I thought Cumming was okay. A few good defensive efforts. Again, same as Ash. Don't bring him in. Toby Green we'll look at the end of the year, towards the very late stages of the year. With the forward line, it's like I think a lot of the forwards should be ripe in the second half of the year, like when Butters is back and stuff like that. So Dusty's usually better towards the back end of the year. Last year was like okay. The back end of the year wasn't super great, but it just feels like a lot of the forwards will be ripe later on. So just kind of want to hold what we've got now. But you look at Green very late towards the end of this year. Matthew Flynn, I want to probably cut him within the next 1 or 2 weeks. The main reason is while he might make a little bit more money, he's probably going to be in and out of that side, just because of wherever if they want to play Mumford or Briggs, because I think Leon's flagged that Briggs might come in soon, and then Mumford, they probably want to use him every now and then. And Josh Kelly, if he's half forward, 0 CBAs I think tonight, so got to get rid of him if you have him. And is he relevant if he moves back into the midfield? Maybe late in the year, but who knows. So not sure what's going on, what Leon wants to do with him exactly long term, but short term he's a half forward. So we'll get onto the Dogs players. So yeah, Dunkley going down pretty shattering, I thought. He looked so shattered, and I think... So we'll go over the actual injuries. So shoulder reconstruction, I'm not physio or doctor or whatever. When he did the shoulder, I was surprised he came back on, because I think people on Discord were saying, oh, it's fine. Even the commentary said, he's a tough guy, he'll pop the shoulder back in, he'll go back out there. I was like, oh, okay, I thought shoulders, like, you can go back out there, but long term, it's a bit of an issue. So then he did a shoulder again, so that probably indicates that it's a bit loose, the socket, or whatever it is, I'm not sure exactly. So something's going on there that needs to be fixed. So you can go in for surgery, or you can try and let it heal, do rehab for it for a few weeks, and then see how you go. But there's still a risk that it might pop out after doing that. And I think the commentary said you have to manage it over time. So what I think, just quickly, Mitch Hinge, I was at the game in round 1, Mitch Hinge did the shoulder 2 or 3 times during the game, and then pretty much, I think it was either on the day or the next morning, they said he's going in for surgery, out for the year. So if he goes in for surgery, he's gone for the year. I severely doubt that he goes in for surgery, just because the Bulldogs are probably going to go deep in September. They want to give him every single chance to, not write him off straight away, but see what he can do later in the season. I don't see him coming back soon, to be honest. I'd be very surprised, but again, we don't know the extent of the injury, but just based on the fact that it popped out so easily, that's a huge problem. If he plays next week, chances are it pops out again. So I'm not sure how long. I'm thinking, I don't know, mid to long term, I guess. I'm not sure, but I don't think they put him in for surgery just because of their contending this year. So maybe later down the track that's their only option, but we'll see. So now there's the other flip side. So now it's it does hurt to talk about, but say we have to trade him, right? So what do? Do you go down to someone? Do you go to an Uber? My initial thought is, well, we can all wait on Lockie Neal for 1 more week. So it's a straight swap to Lockie Neal next week. And yeah, I think you go to an Uber. If you don't have McRae, you got to go McRae. Maybe like Steele. I just worry about how poor St Kilda are, but I trust Steele. So you got options here. Anyone you miss, if you still have Flynn for some reason, you can't get to Gawn or Grundy, this is your opportunity. Just grab Gawn or Grundy if you don't have them. I think, I would be going to an Uber mid. So yeah, if you have like Scott or Brockman or McRae or Finn McRae in the midfield, swap them over. Take your pick. You go Neil, you go McRae. If you don't have Oliver, maybe like Bontempelli, maybe like Jared Lyons. For me, I like Bont, I think. But I think what's going to happen is I'll plan for Neil. I think I'm going to end up getting Walsh and Neil. I'm not sure. Because this week I need a primo mid, and I can't go to Bont now because he's played, and so I would be planning around trading Josh Dunkley. I know we don't know for sure. Maybe it's not as bad as we thought, but he looked pretty upset, and I've said it enough on this topic, but I've been planning to trade. I prefer see how it goes for your plans. If you go down to like a sub primo or like a lesser primo, for example, and get to an extra upgrade the next week, then maybe you could do that. But I think this is the opportunity to grab players that are difficult trade-ins, so we'll see how that goes. Jack McRae was great. Yeah, grab him if you don't. I think could be near. I said on Twitter I think he's the best player in the league right now. I know Dusty's best finals player, whatever, but right now I think McRae's the best in the league. Maybe Max Gawn as well. Bontempelli I think looks pretty good, kicked a goal. But yeah, these Dogs bids, they run out games so well. It's unbelievable. They accumulate contested scoring so many different ways, so many good attributes. So yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't grab Bont, even though he seems like he's more of a second half pick because he gets tags and stuff like that. But he's still, he's going to have massive days, and see if he's got any tags coming up, I guess, but I'm not sure. But yeah, if you want to grab Bont, grab him. And then Caleb Daniel, I don't think he's relevant. I thought they were using Johannesson. Johannesson didn't get a lot of the ball, but Duray was getting a fair bit of the ball off halfback. I saw him go for a few runs quite often. So Daniel, some of his defensive stuff was a little bit better today, but yeah, I wouldn't be going, Daniel's coming down, might grab him later. Nah, not for me, not interested. Just hangs out. Again tonight, I think he was a bit better defensively. But still, he's pretty useless in the air unless he's on someone that's, a small forward. So, with the way the ball's coming in, you need to be able to intercept mark and be in aerial contests a lot. There's a lot of points up for grabs there for defenders. Look at Ryan, Stewart, Ridley, the three defenders that score. I guess you can throw Lloyd in there as well. Probably doesn't play as tall, but these guys, just score on just about every single avenue, and it's no surprise. Ridley, Stewart, Ryan probably going to be at the very top. So yeah, not zero interest in Caleb Daniel. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Fingers crossed for Dunkley. So shattered for him because I think he's important. Like really, it's not as simple as the Dogs have a surplus of mids, they'll be okay. I think he's very important. Look at 2019, first few rounds, Dogs were rubbish. He goes into the midfield. Round 5 or 6, they go on a big run, they make finals. So, really disappointing. But, thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you guys soon.